very torrid time for us. Corona, COVID-19 wreaking havoc across the world. The entire world has been suffering, India has been suffering. People have lost lives, people have lost jobs. But at the end of the day, we just can't give up. We have to keep on fighting, right? When the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So that's what inspires us. A bit about the industry perspective. The GDP of India in the first quarter of 2021 has seen a degrowth of 23%. Well, that's alarming, but at the same time, we must say that we can see the light at the end of the tunnel also. Everything is not so gloomy. We are seeing the silver lining in the clouds as well. Now, coming to real estate plays a very important role in the economy. In India, it contributes to 7% of the total GDP as of now. The predictions say that by 2030, the GDP will have real estate as 13% contributor of the total GDP of India. By 2025, the real estate, the total real estate contribution is going to reach around $1 trillion.
Happy to be here this afternoon. After a long time, as Ketan said, amidst all this coronavirus and everything that was going around in the city, in the country, I managed to see some of the recognizable faces which actually makes you happy. Faces which I have seen right throughout my playing career. And even when I finished playing my administrative career as well. So I hope everybody is fine. I know I can see a lot of masks and a lot of headgears and a lot of precautions. So hopefully all of you are fit and fine, because during this last 6 months, as we were in lockdown for the most of the last 6 months, I could see every one of you, most of your faces with cameras and your equipments on the road, trying to track everything. So if anybody was more exposed to coronavirus and this pandemic, it was you all, along with obviously the medical people who were serving the patients. So it's good to see that all of you are fit and fine, and all the recognizable faces are still at work. So thank you so much for coming. Peerless, I don't need to say much about the brand, because in Bengal, it is one of the oldest brands. 87 years old, they've been in the business in the city for the last 87 years. So they have seen massive changes in how the state has gone through, how the businesses have gone through, and how the economic conditions of the country has gone up and down, which is quite natural in every cycle. Real estate is one of their businesses. And you know that they were famous in the past for their financial business. They still have the financial business. They're into hospitality, they're into healthcare, hospitals, the famous Peerless Hospital, and now real estate. As he was saying, and as he was speaking about his location, about the location of the flat, yes, it is very nicely located, because Shobhan, you will know on my left, and he's into real estate, that I've been harassing him for the past 5 years to get a plot of land on the DM bypass for my own house. And ultimately I did find one, not through him though, but I did find one in the last one and a half years to build my own home. So I can understand how logistically this part of the city it's well connected to whichever, whether you go to the airport or whether you get into the city, because I come from Bihar, which is on one side of the city, and to commute from there is not easy. So along with the flats, along with the facilities, along with what you get from the project, the best part of it for me is the locational advantage, because as you know, for all of us here who work in the media business, people who work in the IT sector, the factories, the city has started to move towards Salt Lake and Rajarat. It's no more Park Street where we are here now, or no more this part of the city, because firstly it's expensive, and secondly all of us look for some space, a bit more value for the money we put in. So looking from that point of view, I think this is one of the very popular